Who was the pick that you did not want the Eagles to take?
You know.
I said
20 minutes ago, you were like, the Eagles are going to somehow...
Jihaad Campbell somehow falls to the Eagles.
It's Howie season.
My favorite.
It's Howie
season. My
season.
favorite player in the draft, dude. Low-key my favorite player in the draft. It's infuriating. Absolutely infuriating.
I love the real-time reaction, Mina. And, of course, Kevin Nagandi's fired up because he's an Eagles fan. All right, so, Mina, the Eagles obviously traded up one spot to 31 to get who many are calling the best linebacker in the draft, Jihaad Campbell. Out of that reaction, I'm going to assume you might have felt that way, too?
Was very high on him. If my mom is watching, the thing that was bleeped out was me saying he was the coolest player in the draft. I cannot believe that they got this guy. I think his athleticism, his range, his frame, he's super smooth in coverage. He's also an ascendant player, came later to the position. I think he's going to get even better in the NFL. I truly believe he is one of the best off-ball linebackers I've watched in recent years. Fell because of an injury. He had surgery around the combine, I believe, but this is just a home run pick for an Eagles team that clearly has earned our benefit of the doubt, by the way, when it comes to drafting these guys, because Howie Roseman has shown time and time again he's the best GM in the NFL.
I got you.
Yeah, guys, I want to...
Can I throw an audible for a quick second? Could you go back? Because I want RC to see this and Mina to see this. Could you go back to the video of Mina when she was talking and complaining?
Yeah, we can get that video.
And because go back to the video, y'all, and show Swag Goo in the background.
We'll get
show
it.
Swag Goo in the background, please. Look at that boy. Look at Swag Goo.
My dog on his phone.
By the way, let me do the play-by-play. Mina, that's a great card again. I like that. Mina's clearly...
I need you to go back.
Mina's clearly PO'd right now.
Now slide over to Swag Goo.
It's going to happen. Give
Ryan Clark, see this. Look at Swag Goo.
Kevin Nagandi, all fired up because he's an Eagles fan. Yep, we're back at it. Okay, Mina.
Where the hell is Swag Goo? He was there a minute ago.
Yeah, we're going to get there.
He's at the end, Stephen A.
Guys, we're
You got to wait.
Y'all
be patient.
Patience, yeah. Patience, Stephen A.
Everything else in life can be sped up. Why can't that?
Stephen A., you need to work on your patience.
All right.
It's coming for you. Why are you guys all drinking soda, though? Don't waste calories on soda.
Can we go to... Now, look at that boy right there.
They got some wine over there.
Now, that boy right there, you see him, Ryan? But Dan Orlovsky is going to come on national television in the A block and make a big deal that he curling 50-pounders. Look at that boy. Now, if Dan Orlovsky was curling 50 pounds, we need to stop the presses. That's breaking news. But Swag Goo, 50 pounds is like 5 to him. What's the problem?
That's what I said.
Dan actually made a big deal out of it, Ryan. He actually made a big deal. And I see you working out with kids.
Rewound the whole tape for?
That's what I wanted to see. I didn't know it was going to take that long.
I thought he was going to be talking about how depressed he was as a Cowboys fan, not about him being young.
But I'm like this. I said, he said, oh, what? You should have seen Dan. Did you see him? I mean, he was 50 pounds. I said, the brother 300. What's the problem? What am I missing, Ryan Clark? What am I missing?
Listen, Stephen,
Stephen, I ask you a question, though. Why you always hating? Like, it's like people can't come on your show and get complimented. If people come on your show and get complimented,
that narrative out
you hate on them.
You know what?
That's the real narrative.
Ryan Clark, that's a big boy right there. 50 pounds ain't a big deal. That's number one. Number two, Ryan Clark, let me tell you something right now. The way you talking about it, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Just like I'm dedicated to you and all the athletes, especially the NBA players out there. A show next week. I'm going to do a show dedicated to y'all, and I'm going to cover it just the way you want me to. Every word that comes out of my mouth is what you would want me to say. Watch.
So you're going to act like...
First off, that's never going to happen. I want you to do this, though. I want you to do an entire show and not talk about one thing negatively.
That's what I'm saying.
I want you to only focus on the positives of what happened.
Hold it. We can start right now. Ask me a question, Molly. I'll give you a taste of it right now. Ask me a question.
Okay, I'm just going to... All right. First of all, I just want to apologize to our producers that our executive producers just slowed down the whole show.
It's good television. They'll get over it.
Okay. So I'm going to blow off
this whole Cowboys
lead right now, and I'm going to ask you the question, Stephen A. All right, the Cowboys took an offensive lineman again. Did Jerry make the right pick? Stephen A. Smith?
I think Jerry did.
Got to be positive.
I think he did.
You think he's going to bolster the line and Dak's going to have better play?
I mean, what does it take to win on a National Football League level, ladies and gentlemen? You got to build an offensive line. You got to protect the quarterback. You got to facilitate a good running game. And I just think that rather than these haters out there, these trolls out there who want to point to all the things that Jerry Jones has done wrong, I want to say that he made the right call. Yeah. Way to go, Jerry.
Okay.
Way to go.
Do we want to play?
Actually, not a bad take.
Do you want to play?
To be
Do you want to play the Micah Parsons sound?
Hey, it's actually, hey, if you weren't so condescending, that's actually a smart take on the pick he made, though.
I'm not being
that's actually
right. It's like not. He's not incorrect.
I'm not being condescending at all. Not me. Never that.
Jerry's been a good drafter.
You are.
Never that. Never that.
Okay, RC, you're up next. In all seriousness, do you feel like he made the right pick? And then Mina, piggyback, please.
You know, I do, and I think it has to do with your evaluation of the wide receivers. Ted McMillan was already taken. I do believe that if he was there at 12, this from Arizona, this would be a different conversation. But you took one of the players that was ranked extremely high at his position. And let's think about the decisions that Jerry made that have helped build this team. There was a year where he could have taken Johnny Manziel, and I believe he ended up taking Zach Martin, right? And everybody said, okay, well, Jerry finally made a pick where he just focused on the team and not the glitz and the glamour. And I believe that he did that here again. This is a very smart pick. This is someone who can step in right away, contribute to this team, be a player there 8 to 10 years as a starter, play on a Pro Bowl level, protect your quarterback, add to your run game. I personally like this pick for the Dallas Cowboys, even though Micah Parsons had to warm up to it on his podcast.
Yeah, I think the Dallas Cowboys, to your point about Zach Martin, have really earned the benefit of the doubt when it comes to taking offensive linemen. I mean, think about the Tyler Smith pick, right? There were a lot of questions around that, a lot of criticism. He's become one of the best guards in the NFL. So Zach Martin retiring, them taking a replacement, I think it makes sense. It also makes sense when you look at the draft as a whole. The Cowboys still need a receiver. The Cowboys need a running back. They can get one. I like a lot of the second, third round receivers and backs a lot. I think there's a big drop-off, though, from guard. And I think that they were trying to look at this as a whole and saying, okay, what can we get a guard later? No. Can we get a receiver back? Yeah. So it does make sense.
Well, let me say this. I don't think it was necessary for Mina to bring up the need at wide receiver just now. Why can't we focus on the fact that they made the right pick in the first round? And I think that it was wrong for Ryan Clark to bring up how Micah Parsons was lamenting the pick. Let's focus on the positive. Why must we bring up the negative? I mean, Micah Parsons may not know better or whatever, but you didn't have to bring that up. You could have just said, way to go, Jerry Jones, and move forward. You did not have to bring up that negativity.
I said full positivity because in trying to be positive about Micah and all those other things, he's now critiqued Mina and I, who he invited onto his show. And if he's going to speak in full positivity, there is a way to say that Micah Parsons was right or to say other things.